Good day, I am Kathleen Perez and I fight for women's rights. Gender equality remains a rough-hewn business in every country of the world. History shows that women and girls mostly have the least access to opportunities and resources, which sought to have a visible gender gap throughout the centuries. Not long ago, women and girls suffered from mostly unseen problems associated with gender issues. Women are seen as weak, submissive to men, and often treated as lower than men. Even today, women and girls are still fighting for equality, whether in politics, in education, employment, or business, as women are still primarily underrepresented. Even though there are laws that protect women in all senses, these are not enough to cater to all the needs of all women, that they would not feel any sense of fright that one day these rights will disappear. Hence, one way to steer away this consternation is to equal the number of men in all sectors of society, preferably in lawmaking offices. I argue that it's time now to make gender equality more visible, and the world should start with legal reform, making law offices have an equal number of men and women for a fair representation. Would you agree? One reason lawmaking offices should have an equal number of men and women is to create an equality based on quantity. It is to avoid biases and favorable decision-making for other gender and make women less critical at the decision-making table. Keeping women away from the table of decision-making process means that legislation and public policy are unlikely to be created equitable. The policy-making strategies do not have remorse for women. Since they are underrepresented, they are only partially covered and protected by the state and the law. This is why countries should adapt a legal reform that allows legislation to have equal numbers of people they represent, because everything will start at the table of legislators, then drive into the progress we seek. It is also proven that progress without women is not possible. There would be real progress if women were given equal value and the right to participate significantly in politics. Many argue that women are weaker and have no firm decisions over things than men. After all, women are historically seen as secondary to men, as perceived in the Bible. Nevertheless, study shows that women in legislation balance the lawmaking process for the fact that women are more empathetic. They have gone through rough corners and know what needs to be taken care of. Concludingly, unequal representation of men and women at policy levels will create an exquisite impact on society. It addresses and creates sustainable solutions to issues buffeting through the years, such as harassment, discrimination, violations, and inequality. This is because there is less representation of women at the policy levels who deeply know the remorse of what women experience daily. Accordingly, women's political participation results in tangible gains for democracy, including more excellent responsiveness to citizen needs, increased cooperation across party and ethnic lines, and more sustainable peace.